Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Hi!
Let's go.
Yes, let's go.
How are you today?
I'm doing great, thank you. How are you?
I'm excellent. I can't complain. So happy we're able to take this call with me today. Means so much.
Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited.
Okay. How was seeing your mom? Was that good?
Oh, yep, everything is fine. Yeah, I just went to one with her to one of her appointments and yeah, everything is good. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. I'm just so excited. We finally here. We're here. Man.
I
Okay,
know it's been a
okay.
grip because there's been a lot of connectivity issues, especially in my area right now.
Mm-hmm.
They've been doing a lot of crazy construction on my street and across the city. Like it's ridiculous, and I'll be so glad when they get all this stuff done because we're tired.
I feel you. I just had to change my Wi-Fi just because I don't know what happened. I guess a thunderstorm
hmm
hit and it messed up everything. So I was just like, okay, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and change it because I'm having connectivity issues. Literally, like on my phone, if I'm just scrolling on Instagram, it's not even loading.
hmm
I play the game. I take interviews like this all the time. So like it's just nonstop lag. So I did my part too. I did my part too. I was like, okay, yeah, we're not gonna have any problems no more.
Right. And I was just had I had another Zoom call the other week and they kept having connectivity issues on their end too. So I'm like, maybe it's just I don't know, maybe it's because of what's going on like in space right now. Because like how they left and stuff.
Yeah, they probably had a satellite on the way or something. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah. I did want to ask you before we get started. Is it okay if this
Okay.
interview is recorded?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Do you care if it's posted?
Oh no, that's totally fine.
That's
Let
fine.
me
I did
move
want to
my
send
plate.
you a thumbnail I had made just to just to see if you liked it or not. I could send it over
Okay.
now, or I could just show you after.
It's up to you. Whatever works.
I think I'll just send it after, okay? And then
Okay.
and if you don't like it, you just let me know. We could change it up a little bit.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good.
All right, cool. And where are you based out of?
I am based out of Michigan.
Okay.
Yep, I'm from a small town. It's about an hour west of Detroit.
Mhm.
Are you familiar with a University of Michigan?
Yeah, so. Not really.
So
Yeah.
did you watch March Madness?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we just won the national championship for men's basketball, and I'm
Ah.
like I am just so geeked over here because I'm a major U of M fan. I was
Mhm.
born in Ann Arbor, raised in Jackson, which is about 40 minutes west of Ann Arbor. So we're like in a pretty good central location,
Okay. Okay. Not too much in the city. Not too far from the city.
right?
It's perfect. I like that. I like that. Yeah, I'm based out of Atlanta, Georgia. I'm originally from Louisville, Kentucky.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, so not too far from Michigan, but yeah, I've been out here for
Well,
nearly 5 years now.
oh, 5 years?
Hmm.
Wow. And you know what? I got family in Atlanta. I'm down there all the time.
Oh, for real? Oh,
Yep, I've been
whenever
coming there
you
since I was
come,
a kid.
we gotta collab
Oh,
or
I'm
something in
sorry.
person. Oh, you good. Yeah, I was saying whenever you come down here, we gotta collab or something in person. It'd be pretty cool.
Oh, definitely, absolutely. Because I've been looking to meet more people, especially in the alopecia community, and I do a lot of traveling.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, but Atlanta, that is my second home. I was just down there visiting my relatives a while back, and it's always a good time.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. What's your favorite restaurants out here?
I have yet to check out like all the restaurants y'all have. There's a lot that we have been keeping an eye on, but I love me some Southern food. I love catfish.
Mm.
I love all the fixings and stuff, but I'm still scoping out what y'all got down there.
Since you said that, as soon as you said like soul food, catfish, I know a spot in the West End. It's called Pascal's. So good.
Yes.
Yep. So good. So good. You been?
I've heard of it. I've been seeing stuff all over Instagram and like the food channel and stuff. So I'm
Mm,
definitely gonna hit that up because my mom and my sister and I we've been talking about checking different restaurants and
mm.
going to visit, the next time we're down there. But yeah, Pasco's, I've heard some great things about them.
Yeah, it's delicious. And it's like, it's not like, when people think of Atlanta, they think, oh, hookahs and lemon pepper wings. It's not like that. It's a chill vibe. It's more like older folk in there, honestly. Like Sunday after church, they all in Pascal's eating. But it's a good
Oh, I
vibe.
bet.
Like wood floors, wood table, chairs, chandeliers.
Hmm.
It's a nice vibe. It's like you're gonna eat at your granny's house or something. Yeah.
I love that. I love
Mm-hmm.
that so much. And we got a lot of soul food up here in Michigan, mainly in the Detroit area.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been to Detroit?
I haven't. Well, I had when I was younger, but I don't really like remember, so I just say I haven't.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of rebuilding, bringing more attractions and stuff back into the city. It's really exciting right
That's
now because
good.
they're opening a lot of new places. And yeah, I haven't been down there in a long time, honestly. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm planning on another trip soon.
Yeah, it's gonna look like a whole new city when you go back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, um, okay. So I feel like we got a pretty good understanding of each other so far. A little conversation going. Did you want to start with some
Mhm.
questions, or you want to talk a little more before we started?
Oh, we can get started. Yeah, that's no
All right.
problem.
Cool. 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 I'm not trying to rush you or nothing.
Oh no,
Um.
you're good.
So I have a question. Like, when did your alopecia first start?
My alopecia first started when I was 4 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I was too young to remember the diagnosis. My mom explained everything to me though. I was at home with her one day, and as she was combing my hair, she noticed that clumps were just coming out on its own. She called my doctor. From there, he referred me to a specialist, and after a series of tests were run, it came back positive for alopecia universalis.
Mm. Okay.
Yes.
So at 4.
Hmm.
So at 4, you really just you 4. You I don't even think you're conscious yet. So you had no idea what was going on. You just still watching TV, playing with toys and stuff like that. Um,
Hmm.
so when did you realize, okay, I have alopecia, or I like hair, or anything like that? When did you actually start to realize that you had alopecia?
Around second grade, like I was what was that, 1997? Yep, that was 1997. I had just started the school year and it was a beautiful sunny day. I mean, I remember this vividly. Um, it was after school. My mom told me to ride the school bus home. I got on there. I chose to sit towards the back because that's where I thought all the cool kids were at the time. So, I sat in the second to the last row and I was by myself. I didn't bother anyone. There were two boys sitting behind me. To this day, I don't know who they are, but I kept hearing whispers, snatch her head off. My mom used to make hats for me to wear in between my hair growth and stuff, and I had a collection that was out of sight. Like it was amazing. Hats to match every outfit I owned in my closet. But yeah, she created those hats for me to cover up my head. And of course, it was a huge problem with the school because they said you can't wear hats in class, and it
Right.
was just a bunch of crazy stipulations. But on that particular day, I didn't think anything of it. I was just sitting there chilling by myself, but I was also self-conscious because I was already being bullied at school. You
Mm-hmm.
know, the school year had just started, but I'm already dealing with harassment. We get down the street not even 5 minutes, and my hat is gone. They snatched it off of my head. They were tossing it back and forth across our section. I asked them very politely and timid at the same time, Could you please give me back my hat? And they said no, drawing even more attention. It had gotten so out of control to the point where my hat reached the middle of the bus and then the front. So I'm covering my head exactly like this, just frantically running. I went up to my bus driver. Now she knew of my condition, but she didn't know what was going on in that moment.
Right.
I begged her to stop the bus. She looked at me and her eyes got so red. She said, "What happened?" I asked her one more time, "Can you please stop the bus?" So she pulled over, got the kids to quiet down, and I just simply explained to them, like, how would you feel if you lost your hair? What I'm going through right now, I can't help it. The bus was completely silent. One of my friends who was also my classmate and a neighbor at the time, she just held me in her arms while I cried until they got to my house. I ran off that bus in my mom's arms crying. The driver told her what happened, and that's when my mom made the decision to take me off the bus. But yeah, that was a very, very emotional, traumatic time for me. Elementary school was crazy.
Mm. And that was elementary.
That was elementary, yeah.
Wow. Okay. Because the way you spoke, the way you knew to stop the bus, the way you consulted the bus driver, and the way you even spoke to everyone on the bus, I was thinking this was pretty far down the line because you seem pretty mature to even do that. You know?
Wow.
Yeah. So wow, people are. That's one thing that I'm really trying to stop is the ignorance of alopecia because people don't
Mhm.
understand. They don't understand what people go through. They don't even know what it is, and to do something like that, to be ignorant in that subject, just to take someone's hat and throw it around for fun, not knowing how it's gonna make the person feel. That's not right. So my goal is to really put an end to that, and I'm so sorry you had to go through that.
Thank you so much, and thank you for what you're doing because I the advocacy is very important, and I've been pushing for that for the past 10 years. Because I didn't go public with my story until 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So all throughout grade school, going into middle and high school, I went through a lot with the way people treated me, and I addressed this respectfully. I went through the cancer rumors. People were saying like, yeah, she's going through chemotherapy. That's why she's wearing that wig or that hat all the time. And she is just weird looking, like don't even talk to her. I dealt with a lot of rejection, of course. Um, kids were just mean, and but I didn't go through a rejection with just kids. Like I mean, I went through this with adults, and just how mean and ignorant some of them were. My mom had to make so many trips up to my schools, explaining what alopecia is to these educators, how it affects me, and what they could do to accommodate and make sure I'm not missing out on getting an education.
Right.
You know, um, it really saddens me how people just don't care. They don't care how they make a person feel. They think everything is funny, especially this generation of kids today, because you
Mm-hmm.
got social media in the mix now. And I even dealt with cyberbullying after I graduated from high school in 2008. So it's like, how are y'all even okay with making fun of someone who looks differently from you?
Right.
And when I first became an advocate, that was just the beginning of everything for me. And I'm so grateful for that because it's changed my life. I'm
Mm-hmm.
able to connect with so many people across the country, across the world because of this story. And um, I'm just grateful that I got to overcome this, and have an amazing family who's been so supportive and loving.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Your mom going up to the schools and talking to people and stuff like that. I really respect that and I love that. So you definitely had a good background, right? Protecting you
Right?
and making sure you had a good head on your shoulders. That's amazing. Even though it was foreign to them, also, I don't know. Anybody else in your family deal with alopecia?
At the time, no, I was the only, and I'm still the only one with alopecia as far as my immediate family. I have two sisters. I'm in the middle, and I'm the only one with hair loss. Also, I learned that one of my cousins got diagnosed with it some years ago. Um, yeah, but so far I think it's just us two.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So them not even knowing anything about alopecia and still sticking by your side, it's amazing.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm so grateful for all the love and also being raised in a faith-based Christian household. You know, my mom has always taught me to keep God first and to believe in him and to know that he's a healer because I went through other health conditions outside of alopecia. Like
Mm-hmm.
a good portion of my childhood was spent in hospitals.
Mm-hmm.
So if I wasn't getting bullied for my hair loss, I was in the hospital receiving treatments for other conditions and then spending time at home recovering and trying to catch up on schoolwork.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not at home, I was back at school, still catching up and then dealing with the ignorance of people. If I wasn't at school, I was at church,
Mm-hmm.
not there, back in the hospital. Like it was just a lot.
Mm-hmm. Man, sounds like a rough childhood. I'm not gonna lie. I
It
don't think
was
I
it.
could. I don't think I could survive. I
Hmm.
really so much respect for you. I really. I just. I have so much respect for you. Honestly.
Wow. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
No problem. Sheesh. Hold on. I'm trying not to tear up over here.
I'm
Give me a
sorry.
second. Now, give me a second. Give me a second. My bad. I'm sorry.
You're good.
Whew.
It's okay if I ask you a
Whew.
question.
Oh yeah, for sure. Go ahead.
When did you get diagnosed with alopecia?
Um, when I was 7, yeah, when I was 7. So, what grade are you in? When you're 7, you're probably like in what, third grade, maybe. I don't even know if that's right. Nah, yeah, it's probably like third grade.
Okay.
I think so. Like third grade, second or third grade. I remember. I don't know. I just woke up one day and my parents thought like I was cutting my hair out of stuff. Cause I used to have like a huge afro, right?
Hmm.
And they would have like bald spots in it and stuff like that. And my parents thought I was cutting my hair, so they ended up trying to figure out what was going on. They thought I had like gum in my hair. They thought I was cutting it and stuff like that. So went to the dermatologist, and then the dermatologist had told them that I had alopecia. And then
Wow.
yeah, after that, me, I didn't really care like at all. So I was still going to school with bald spots all in my hair, and I still had this afro, so it was like getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And
Wow.
my parents, they tried to like home remedies, different treatments like injections, topicals, steroids and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, nothing really worked. But like growing up, people would joke and stuff. But like, we from the Midwest. You gotta have that tough skin, or like you just gonna get
Yeah.
bullied. So I'm joking back on everybody. Maybe fighting a little bit, but it's just that's just what it was. Like people knew me for being the only bald guy, you know,
Mm.
throughout my whole school time. So I was pretty known, but like no one really actually bullied me, or at least they
Okay.
tried, and I wasn't going forward. But yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, and at this time, like I lost my hair completely at like my junior year of high school. So throughout elementary, middle school, high school, bald spots all of my hair, like everywhere.
Wow.
Yeah, everywhere. And then high school, completely bald. Then my eyebrows fell out, mustache gone, chin hair was gone, underpits
Aw.
gone. But I didn't care though. I never really cared though. I don't know. That's just me. Yeah. My teachers and my mom used to say that what's the word that they use? I just had the word. It wasn't rebellious. It was defiant. Cause it was really my teachers. My teachers used to call me defiant because
Not
I
defiant.
wasn't I wasn't listening to nothing y'all was talking about. Like I knew. I feel like when you have alopecia, you mature so much faster. It's like, all right,
Absolutely.
this is life. I see how you're moving. I see you're moving. You have my best interest. You don't. I understand this. I'm a kid, but I understand this. So
Hmm.
hearing teachers talk to me about stuff that I don't, it don't resonate with me. Like yeah, and I'm not talking about like school stuff. I'm talking about like
Hmm.
life in
Hmm.
general. Like it doesn't resonate with me, sir. And then they just call my mom. hey, your son is, being defiant. I'm just like, okay, well. And my mom's like, I know my son. Like, I raised him to be that way. So, yeah, try to put that blame on me for being me. It's crazy, just because I don't agree with their standards or anything like that. But yeah,
Wow.
yeah, that's pretty much how it was for me growing up. Um, yeah, and then even to this day, people ask me, like, what's going on with your eyebrows? I just tell them like, I have alopecia. And they're like, what? They're like, what is
Mhm.
that? And I start educating them. And then I tell them about the nonprofit. I tell them all about the good stuff that we do over here, and they just get so excited. They're like, I want to help. I want to help. How can I help? And I tell them like, go ahead, sign up here. Send people to us. We interview them. Create safe space. We link up occasionally, and everybody get talking, get the words out, stuff like that. So yeah, yeah.
Wow. Thank you for sharing that with me because I mean, all of us have different experiences at the same time. We can relate to like the of course the hair falling out and dealing with the misunderstandings of people throughout our communities and schools. Um, and I'm so excited for what you're doing with your organization because I like more people need to know about alopecia people and how to get connected. Yeah, that's amazing.
I agree. I couldn't agree more. And thank you. I appreciate it. It
You're
wasn't
welcome.
easy. My mom, she actually wanted me to do this like since I was a kid, like a baby. She was telling me like, hey, you need to do something. You're super confident, and a lot of people that deal with alopecia aren't like you, and they look up to you. And I'm just like, whatever, mom. But then when I moved away from home, because I left home at like 18, 17,
Mm.
because I moved to Mexico, and then I moved to Atlanta. So
Wow.
when I left the house at like 17, my mom was like, no, no, not my mom. I was just experiencing stuff, and
Mhm.
people were just like asking me questions, and people that were alopecia would come up to me, and I would see them, and I'm just like, wow, like you're going through this, you're going through that, and at that point I felt like I had a superpower and I had something to do, and this is
Mhm.
what my something is. I feel like it's my job, my duty to be able to have my people, you know, happy or understanding what they're going through, and stuff like that. So that's why I just decided to make this. And alopecia people have been a thing since 2023. Yeah,
Wow.
2023.
Okay.
So 3 years old. It's still a baby, but it's growing. It's growing.
I love it. I love it so much. And like the more I'm getting to know people throughout our community, the more I'm seeing all of these organizations and resources being made just for us. And I'm so happy to know this because when I was a kid, I didn't see anyone who looked like me. I didn't know of any programs, organizations that were offered, like, and even services,
Mm,
because coming from a small town in Michigan, a lot of people didn't know about alopecia.
right.
So these tough conversations, although they were uncomfortable, they needed to be had, because it was awkward. And all of my classmates, they assumed what they assumed. But just to see all these programs now, it's such a blessing. Like, and
Yeah.
it's definitely going to bring us together even more.
Yeah, I agree. It really is. And the power of social media is crazy. Like you're up in Michigan,
Yeah.
I'm in Georgia, and I just stumbled across your Instagram. Like that's
Wow.
insane. You can connect to so many people around the world. I have people in like Africa asking me, "Hey, I'm trying this steroid, or I'm trying this topical. What you think?" I'm like, I'm not a scientist, but I'm gonna do my best to help you because you're coming to me for help. So now I'm gonna use my resources to see what I can do for you. You know, and
Hmm.
that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Whole different time zone, other side of the world, and you're asking.
Wow.
Like it's amazing, man. And to even be confident enough to ask for help, that speaks a lot too. A lot of people don't know that. Like with people dealing with anything, like you could be depressed about anything. You could be
Mhm.
grieving, and to be able to share that or express how you feel, it's amazing. Like that's step one. You're asking for help. That's step one. You came to terms. Okay, I can't do this on my own. It's okay. There's people out there that
Absolutely.
care for you. So yeah.
Yeah, that's right. And I'm just so grateful to know that we can connect on social media. And I think that the peak of it was during the pandemic. That's where I got to meet a lot of us on social media like TikTok, of course, Instagram, and all the different groups that they will form over time. I know some people in Australia with alopecia.
Mm-hmm.
I know people throughout parts of England. I have friends in Canada. I
Mm-hmm.
know people throughout the country, and a lot of the beginning of this was coming from. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the National Alopecia Areata Foundation.
Yeah. Nap. Yeah.
Okay, okay. That's where everything started for me.
Mm-hmm.
10 years ago, I was competing in pageants, and they asked me if I wanted to be a legislative liaison for their organization
Wow.
representing Michigan. So that also made me the first African American from my city to do it.
Wow.
Since then, it's been an incredible journey. My mom and I traveled to DC that summer for the annual conference. I
Mm-hmm.
took off my wig on the steps of Capitol Hill, and I got to meet the representatives from all over the country. I got to lead the Michigan group. I got to speak at one of their conferences as a keynote speaker. And the beginning of that was also the beginning of me healing.
Mm-hmm.
Up until that point, I didn't know anyone who looked like me, and I was nervous, like I was very scared. But my mom told me that I was at peace.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize it because I was having so much fun with my new friends. But later that weekend, it was confirmed through, I guess, the young adults panel that they had at the time. I just walked into that ballroom discreetly. I said, I'm just going to sit here for a couple of minutes and then I'm going to leave. But something kept telling me to grab the mic.
Mm-hmm.
The mic runner at the time, who's now one of my good friends, and I hope he's doing well. Um, he gave the mic to me, and I started sharing my story. In the middle of that, I found myself encouraging all of the other parents, and that was my first time ever sharing my testimony in front of over 500 parents. I'm like, are you
That is
serious?
crazy. That is crazy. Over 500. What?
500 parents.
Oh goodness.
I'm
Oh
like,
man.
this is something else. And I was shaking. I was so
Man,
nervous.
I wouldn't doubt it. That's a lot of people.
It is. And I'm like, okay, well, this is still good because I was running in the pageant. Like I was also competing that summer. So but when I came back home,
Mm,
uh, I was preparing for the competition,
mm,
but I didn't know that traveling to DC that summer would be the beginning of my healing journey. I'm so grateful because I'm a new person because of it.
right.
Uh, I shared my picture for the first time on social media. I got all of these flashbacks of people talking about me, making fun of me. I'm like, okay, I'm afraid if I post this, people are going to start saying stupid stuff again. Like, I don't have time for that. But the responses were more positive than negative. And I started getting apologies from my high school classmates, people who knew me throughout the community growing up,
Wow.
people from church. Like I started getting an overwhelming response of love, support, and just them letting me know, I'm sorry you went through this. I'm sorry for how I treated you. If you need anything, please let me know, or how can I
Mm,
support so it's all about awareness and not being afraid to tell your story. So whoever this is for, if you have yet to release your story, know that you are not alone. Do it in your timing
mm-hmm.
and make sure that you are around those who care about you, who love you. Um, because not everybody supported me. There were some people who mistreated me, and when I went public with my story, they said nothing.
Mm,
I was like, oh, okay. But I had to learn quickly not to focus on the negatives and to bring more of that energy towards the positives and embracing and loving those who love on you, so yeah, community is everything. Awareness
Community
is
is
key.
everything. It takes a village for sure,
Absolutely.
for sure. And I love what you just said. Like, take your time, do it at your own time to speak about what you need to speak about. And I couldn't agree more. Because a lot of people like to rush the process, push their family members out. You need to go to talk to somebody. You need to. Like,
Hmm.
calm down. Just give it a second. We getting there.
Right.
Just give it a second. We getting there, man. Nothing good is ever rushed. If it comes fast, it ain't good.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And the time I released this story, it just felt like like something was just lifted off of my shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
I was at peace. I felt comfortable. I felt safe.
Mm-hmm.
I was surrounded by so many people who were supportive and encouraging, and that's very important. A lot of people, although they keep rushing us trying to say, well, you gotta, just like you said, release your story. You gotta tell people.
Mm-hmm.
Allow me to process this in my time and do this the way that I need to. Not when other people want me to, but when I'm ready to talk about it. And that's one of the most powerful things about this story because before that, I went through a lot of personal situations, relationships, and stuff, and they just didn't understand my condition.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't. So I'm glad that things ended the way they did. And from there, it was just the beginning of healing and being around a community of people who look just like me.
All right.
It's so refreshing, and yeah, I'm grateful. I can't stress it enough.
Yeah. Come on now. Come on now. All glory to God, man.
Yes, absolutely.
Hmm. Do you feel like at that point, like that's when you fully embraced it?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I was
The
like,
trip to DC.
that trip to DC was, oh, it was so iconic, and it was hot that weekend.
Mm,
It was like 90 degrees, like July. So
mm,
we were, it was my mom and I, and we were just walking around the hotel and stuff. I saw all these amazing people
mm.
in the alopecia community. I remember standing in the lobby. I had on my curly wig. I like to call it my Diana Ross wig. And I was hot. That wig was itching like crazy. And I said, let me take this mess off. Like, it's too hot for this. But after we got checked in, a kind stranger told me, if you have never gone without your wig before, you will by the end of this conference. I'm
Mm,
thinking like, uh,
a
I
fortune
don't
teller.
think I was like, I don't think that's gonna happen, but okay.
Well, we'll see.
Right, we'll see. But that's when like word was confirmed, and of course my mom told me that I was at peace. I spoke, at the young adults panel unknowingly. Um, and then by the end of that weekend, I took a picture. I'm gonna send it to you.
Mm,
Because this picture went viral on social media. Like everybody was resharing it. I couldn't even respond to people like within 2 seconds because once I posted it, I got like 100 likes within 15 minutes.
dang.
And I always respond to people, like I always tell them thank you for your love and everything.
Hmm.
But my mom just told me let it sink in, just let it come in, and let the love and support, just sit there,
Hmm.
and just take it in,
Yeah.
and there's a community of people who are willing to love on you, let share their stories with you, knowing that you're not alone.
Hmm.
And the community, the sisterhood that has come out of all this is unmatched.
I agree.
It's
I agree.
incredible. Like I was crying. My cousin honored me at her women's luncheon coming back home. I got a proclamation passed for the alopecia community here in my city.
Wow.
Um, I was on PBS NewsHour a few years ago. I got to travel throughout the country, meeting with different organizations and congressmen and women.
Wow.
It's such a blessing. So I'm grateful. I always give this credit back to God because I didn't
Hmm.
expect to
Amen.
do what I'm doing right now. Because
Hmm.
back in the day, if you met me, I wanted to be a fashion designer. I was
Mm.
not thinking about hair loss. I just wanted to come out with my clothing line and call it a day. But but I'm glad that my path shifted directions because this is mind blowing to me. It's incredible.
That's amazing. I love your story.
Thank you.
it's so much. It's so much. But I
It
love it.
is.
I mean, that's why we
Thank
doing this.
I'm sorry to throw a lot at you.
Oh no
It's
no
just
no! I love it. That's one thing I realized. Okay, what is it like? 8 billion people in the world. All
hmm
right, nobody in the world has the same story. Okay,
hmm
similar experiences, right? But alopecia is like a small group of people, right?
Right.
Out of everyone that I've ever talked to, and I'm pretty sure you could probably relate to, never the same story. Never the same
hmm
story. I mean, I know we're all individual, but if you have a certain group of people that deal with a certain thing that the numbers is so small, you would think, oh yeah, no, they all just deal with the same thing. No, never. It's never been the
Right.
same a story ever. Like I done heard stories where people telling me that they had got sick out the country, and that's when their alopecia got triggered.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
people tell me, yeah, in my 40s and then my alopecia just started. Oh, I remember just waking up and I had a piece of hair in my head. That's how my alopecia just started. Like I was super stressed out at work, and I feel like that's how my alopecia started. Like you never hear the same story, or not even just about the hair loss process, about the grieving process. You never,
Yes.
yeah, you never hear about the same grieving process. You never even hear um, why they decided to open up, how they embraced it. It's never the same. It's never the same. And I really love that about us. We're all unique, of course, but like I said, that small group of people that all deal with the same thing, you know,
Mhm.
and we're not the same at all. So yeah,
That's right. Yeah,
yeah.
we're not the same at all. Like all of us, although we have like the condition in common,
Mm-hmm.
we all have unique stories, upbringings, experiences, just growing through this. I think I was probably the first person a lot of my friends have met who has alopecia. They're like, "What? I've never heard of that before."
Mm-hmm.
And like you mentioned, there are some people who got diagnosed with later, with alopecia later in life,
Mm-hmm.
like in their 40s and something like that. But the thing, like I've learned, is that people get diagnosed at any age, with this condition. Some people didn't experience alopecia, excuse me, until coming into adulthood. Some people have been dealing with this since childhood, like you and I.
Mm-hmm.
Some people don't get diagnosed until much later in life, like in their 50s plus.
Mm-hmm.
I was at one of the NAF conferences in Arizona a few years ago, and I met a 70-year-old with alopecia. She just walked up to me and she said, it's so refreshing to, to meet people who look like me because growing up, and of course that was a different era, a different time that they grew up because alopecia back in the 50s, going into the 70s, and even 80s, like it was still unheard of. People were seeking treatments and stuff, but they didn't really talk about it because a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people didn't understand it and it brought a lot of shame.
Mm.
But and it still does, a lot of people they're like, I can't talk about it because of the way other people have treated me, or I'm afraid that they're gonna make fun of me. Hair loss, and I'm gonna be honest, it does bring a lot of shame. I didn't want to talk about this for years.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wasn't comfortable until like literally 10 years ago when I first went public. Of course, you wouldn't have known unless you were super duper close to me. Of course, family and friends, select friends. But Yeah, it's good to know that this condition has brought us together so that we can form that community and remind each other to not go through this alone.
Right, right. No, I agree. I agree. That's why we have this community to just all be in one. You know,
Hmm.
we're here for each other. I haven't met nobody rude in this community.
Really?
I haven't met not one rude person. Like I've had people, and they're not necessarily rude. It's just more so I just don't want to talk about it. Like I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
So that's not rude. That's just your preference, and maybe you don't. It's not your time to talk about it yet, right? Yeah.
Right.
So I haven't met
Yeah.
anyone like mean or anything. I don't know. I did. I
That's
always
good.
heard this though. I had someone tell me, "You're bald. You're supposed to be nice." So it might be true.
You're bald, you're supposed to be nice.
I'm like, okay, I guess. All right. I don't know what that means. He's like, I don't know. Yeah, you're bald. You're supposed to be nice. I am nice. You know.
Right, like what does my baldness have to do with
I have no
it?
idea, but I also heard people say like people like, oh yeah, she's spoiled. Her dad must be bald. So does you see what I'm saying? So I guess like that.
Exactly.
I guess that's what you mean. Like, oh, you're supposed to be nice because you're bald. Oh, okay.
Now, I did participate in that trend on TikTok a few years ago,
Mhm.
because my dad is bald actually,
And you spoiled.
but
See, see. You're part of the
now
problem.
I prefer the term well loved.
Yes, all right. I don't know what that means. He's like, I don't know. Yeah, your body's supposed to be nice. I am nice. You know.
Right, like what does my baldness have to do with
I have no
it?
idea, but I also heard people say like people like, oh yeah, she's spoiled. Her dad must be bald. So does you see what I'm saying? So I guess like that.
Exactly.
I guess that's what you mean. Like, oh, you're supposed to be nice because you're bald. Oh, okay.
Now, I did participate in that trend on TikTok a few years ago,
Mhm.
because my dad is bald actually,
And you
but
spoiled. See, see. You're part of the
now
problem.
I prefer the term well loved. Oh, but yeah,
Mm,
like it's such a blessing, to grow up in a household, just um being well loved and taken care of.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, I probably am a little spoiled, but it's all in love.
No,
But each girl needed to have a platform connected to her mission. So God told me to make alopecia awareness my platform. My first time really talking about it was on a local TV station that was my sponsor at the time.
mm,
And that was the first of really telling my community I have this condition and this is how long I've had it for. Soon after the pageant ended and after it aired on TV and stuff, people were messaging me throughout the community saying that they have alopecia. Thank you for sharing this. When I first saw your post and stuff or being on TV,
mm-hmm.
I cried because I didn't know that there was anyone else going through this. So all of that was a push for me to keep going
Right,
because I knew that someone needed my story. And
right,
regardless of how many people know about it already, there's still someone else who's unfamiliar or they just need that inspiration
yeah,
to know that, that they're not going through this alone.
right.
But yeah.
So that's your ultimate goal is to just let people know that they're not alone and just create like a peace of mind and so a source of community to people that deal with
Mhm.
alopecia.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yep.
We got the same idea here.
Right?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I love to hear that. Let me see. Oh, that's a good one. So now that you're, adult and everything, you've experienced alopecia for like how many years? Like 15, maybe.
Hmm. No, I still can't believe this when I think about it. this this year I've had alopecia for 31 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I'm 35 now. So to go through all of this and reflect on the journey, I've had a lot of bumps in the road,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of setbacks, mistreatment, misunderstandings, but I've also learned about myself in the process and the strength
Mm-hmm.
that has come out of this experience. I've learned a lot about people, how to handle them when it comes to these responses, educating, advocacy. It it's really shaped who I am as a woman now. Had you met me 10 years ago, I don't think you would have recognized me. I like as far as looks, that's one thing, but as far as the person,
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't doing all of this stuff and I was just trying to find my way and see exactly how this condition would impact me going forward. But yeah,
Right. So at this point in time, do you feel like you still deal with like you know mental health issues dealing with alopecia, or do you feel like alopecia is just it is what it is at this point?
that's such a good question. If I can be honest, I've had some depressing moments. On one side, excuse me, I would be confident. I'm grateful that I can walk out of the house without my wig now. There was a point where I just couldn't because of the way people were acting towards me. But on another side, I'm reminded that there are still some mean people out here and some of them really don't care how they make a person feel based on their actions, their words. I was on vacation with my family a couple of years ago. We took a cruise and there were some African American men sitting on the deck. I was just walking through there, minding my business. They stopped their conversation just to look at me. And it's not in an admiring type of way. They were looking at me as if, okay, well, that's weird. Like, what, why is she looking like that? Why is she bald? That even happened to me while going to the beach
And
a
those are
year ago.
grown men.
Grown men. Yep. I'm like, where is the compassion, y'all? For real, like,
And
and
we. So why y'all doing that?
hello,
We supposed to
like,
be there for each other. Why y'all doing? Ah.
I'm telling you, Kadir, this stuff is crazy because as a woman, especially as a black woman, I'm already dealing with enough. You
Already,
know,
and I get it.
it's 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 crazy. Um, I didn't say anything to them, but I felt them looking. I didn't even look directly at them. But like your peripheral
Yeah,
vision, I felt their
you can
stares.
feel it. Yeah,
I'm like, why are y'all so fixated on me being bald? Like, I'm just out here living my life.
literally, literally.
And this also goes back to dealing with rejection from men because some of them just don't want to date a bald woman. They think we're unattractive. They think it's weird. It's awkward. And I mean, if you've never gone through hair loss, if you don't have someone close to you who experiences this, I can understand how they feel to an extent. However, don't mistreat someone just because they look differently from you,
Yeah, no, no,
you know?
no. And another thing, this is kind of on topic, kind of off topic. You know how like okay, so say I'm approaching a female at the mall or something like that, and I think she looks
Hmm.
attractive. I think it's kind of messed up how we just initially go for the looks. You know, like whole time she's a kind-hearted person, and maybe she also is attractive. But first thing I say is, I thought you looked very nice. But like she could be evil. You don't know.
Right.
You don't know. That's kind of off topic. I just want to share that. I just thought about that. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. And this is important, like, for us to talk about because um dealing with rejection and attraction and being interested in someone, the way that they perceive us when we give them a compliment or if we're just having a general conversation,
Yeah.
some of them are so quick to turn away and like basically giving the don't talk to me vibes. Like I'm just a friendly person. I mean, I'm human just like you. The difference is, excuse me, I'm sorry. The difference is I can't grow hair.
That's literally the only difference.
Exactly.
That's literally the only difference. So do you still wear wigs?
I do from time to time.
Yeah.
Considering that I'm from Michigan, it gets very cold up here.
Cold. Oh yeah, I know. Oh yeah.
Like the weather up here this season alone has been crazy
Mm,
because it was 70 degrees back in early March. Like we were technically still in winter. It was 70 degrees and sunny one day, and
mm-hmm.
then it went back down to 40 later that night, and then it would be raining and thundering, and then we would have like a snowstorm. I'm telling you, Michigan, you never know what you're gonna get up here. So
Yeah.
it's like you gotta be
You
prepared.
gotta be prepared for everything. I feel like that's the same thing with like Georgia, but we don't get the snow part. So it could be
Yeah.
super hot and humid, and then it's cold later in the day. I'm just like, bro, so I gotta bring the coat. Like, what's going on? It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. But yeah,
And
so
I'm
so yeah,
honestly,
you do, but occasionally.
yeah,
Okay.
right. And like every time I go to the South, I'm like, Mom, I want to stay here because it's warm down here. Coming back up to Michigan, we're dealing with the 30s, 40s, and 50-degree weather. I mean, we're beautiful all four seasons, but if you're traveling during the winter time, treacherous. Like you got to come prepared for everything. But yeah, like when I wear wigs, I do it mainly to protect my head because I don't do this all like every day
Mm.
when it's cold out. I have my hats too, and if I can, I also want to talk about how people perceive me when I wear wigs.
Mm.
Um, when I first went public, a lot of people were like, "You need to stop wearing wigs. You look so much better without them." And I said, "Well, thank you. I appreciate the love and embrace." Um, but then
It's
I
not
dealt
for
with
you.
right, like it's not
Don't
for
tell
you, and then
me.
and then I
That's
get
what
the
I'm.
backhanded.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm sorry to cut you off, but that's what I'm talking about.
You're not
Calling me defiant, and this ain't got nothing to do with you. I'm not taking your advice. What?
right. Like you can't take everybody's advice, and then it's the backhanded compliments for me.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you look so much better with the wig on, or I would rather not wear a wig. It's like I'm not doing this for y'all. I'm not doing this for y'all, period. Like I understand where you're coming from, but I'm wearing a wig because I want to,
Right.
because I choose to.
Right.
And this is how I educate people on women with alopecia who choose to wear wigs still because respectfully, not everyone is at that place where they're ready to just
Yeah.
let it
No.
go,
No. No.
you
You can be
know?
the most beautiful girl in the world. With dealing with alopecia, you still might not want to take your wig off because it's not your time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you, people have irritated me over the years because of the comments and their perspectives. Like, oh, I think you should do this. I think you should do that. It's about what I want.
Right.
It's about what makes me comfortable, what makes me happy.
Mm-hmm.
And one girl who I used to be friends with, I don't even know if I should bring this up. Um,
Let me hear the
she-
tea.
one girl who I used to be friends with,
Yeah.
she like we met some years ago and she basically saw one of my posts on social media.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing one of those get ready with me videos.
Yeah.
I would like do the makeup and then sometimes I would put on the wig and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
This girl literally told me, you need to pick a side.
What you mean? Pick a side.
E- Exactly. Like okay, so I was just basically it conveying the message that no matter where a person is on their alopecia journey, whether you are bald or still wearing wigs, whether you are, going completely bald or not wearing wigs anymore and stuff, you are beautiful regardless,
Yeah.
and I put on my wig in that video, just
Mm-hmm.
showing them the transformation. This girl texted me while I was at work and she said, you need to pick a side. I said, what are you talking about? Now, I tried to confront her about it, but it she wasn't having it.
That sounds
So,
like some type of jealousy. Like I don't know. What you mean I need to pick a side? Like I
yeah,
don't understand. She said you
like
can't
that.
wear wigs, and then you if you're gonna wear a wig, wear it forever. Like that's not the purpose of a wig.
Right, exactly. This girl, she had me stressed out.
these people, man, these people, bro.
And it really, and I'm glad that you said it because it really did sound like jealousy to me.
Yeah, it sounds super
Um,
jealousy.
but I ended our friendship. I said, you know what? I've learned from day one that not everyone is jealous of what a person has materially.
Mhm.
It's their influence,
Mhm.
the way that a person is loved and supported, how they show up in the world.
Mhm.
They could be jealous of your opportunities, even the popularity, and even jealous of your looks.
Mm.
And it's like people these days are starting to wear their jealousy on their sleeve, and it's scary. Like you really got to be careful with who you call a friend
Mhm.
because not everybody's your friend. There are some people who just don't want you doing better. They don't want you to be healed from experiences you've gone through, or they
Mm.
just they like you, they support you, but they only want you to go so far,
Right.
but yeah, like I was just kind of thrown off when she said that to me, and I took note of that. I said, okay, bet.
Yeah.
So I moved accordingly, and
You can. You can. I love you from a distance. Like you got it. Yeah. Not even gonna
hmm
engage in that anymore. It's not nothing I can get out of it. That's kind of
right,
scary though, because how long you been thinking like that, and why all of a sudden you
exactly.
want to say something now? And how long you know that person for a long time, right?
I knew her for like 7 years, so we
Okay, so you
met.
know what I've been through, so I don't even understand why. Yeah, yeah, no, you've been saying this for a while. I mean, you've been thinking this for a while, so nah, man.
Exactly.
Mm-mm.
It's scary out here.
It's
This is why
scary.
I
It's real scary.
like this is exactly why I keep my friend groups very small because if I could be honest, I deal with a lot of jealousy.
Mm,
I deal with a lot of this and it's sad because I'm just out here walking in my purpose. I'm doing what God has graced and blessed me to do, what he's called me to do. All I'm looking for is community, being around people who are just like me. It's already um stressful enough dealing with hair loss, and there's enough hatred in the world. Why would you want to contribute to that number?
mm,
So it's just you just got to be careful with the company you keep and being mindful of their actions and what they say to you. Pay attention to those subtle comments.
mm-hmm.
You definitely got to take that into consideration because people, they may not literally say it outright. It's everything within these subliminal messages and what they're not
Exactly.
telling you
You gotta read
and
between the
how they're
lines.
acting. Right,
Mm-hmm.
exactly.
I've heard that jealousy is just love and hate at the same time. I think it
hmm
was either J. Cole or Kendrick Lamar that said that. And when you really sit
hmm
back and think about it, it really is. It's like no, it was J. Cole for sure because he said, "Dang, I wish I could have did it like that, but I know I never do it like that." And that's jealousy and hate at the same time. Like, dang, how was he able to do it like that? But then you gotta recognize
Yeah,
I could have never did it like that. So like, yeah, you gotta watch out for that for sure.
absolutely. And it's scary out here, but
Mm-hmm.
I think the more you set boundaries and you, excuse me, stand up for yourself and letting them know like, hey, this is what's not going to happen. I'm not about to keep dealing with this. And also watch out for little disagreements.
Mm-hmm.
If you confront them about something that makes you uncomfortable or something that they did to you that was embarrassing or uncomfortable, and y'all have a conversation with it, if they get into some form of defense,
Yeah.
that's a red flag in itself. Like, okay, so not only are you jealous of me, you can't handle confrontation.
All right.
You'd rather tell everybody else what they need to be doing versus looking at your own self and realizing, okay, maybe my actions did cause a friction in this friendship. I didn't realize that. But it takes a mature person to come to that level of understanding.
Mm-hmm. No, definitely, definitely. You know, while you was talking, I was thinking of something, but I just forgot because I really be trying.
Oh,
I be trying to hold in everything you're saying because you
I'm
speak nothing but truth
sorry.
and facts. No, you're good. You speak nothing but truth and facts, and I just like I gotta really take mental notes because I'm getting free game over here. You know what I mean? Come on, man. I can't take this conversation for granted. I gotta remember everything. Forget what I'm talking about. Yeah, let me let me hear what she got to say. Yeah, you need to write a book or something. I swear. I swear.
Wow, I've
You write
heard
a
that
book,
before
it'll
too.
do numbers for sure. For sure. Not even on the alopecia side. Like it could be about alopecia, right? Or your journey through alopecia.
Mhm.
But like just life in general. People can really take that and be like, wow, like I can apply this to my life and become successful
Absolutely.
like Ebony. Like crazy. Yeah, for real. I'm serious.
Thank you for that. Yeah,
Yeah, no
because
doubt.
I'm trying to figure out what's next for me.
Hmm. You got the world ahead of you. You got so much more time in this world, man. Like you only 35 years young, so you got
Hmm.
plenty of time. Plenty of time. I did want to ask you, um, if someone just started their alopecia journey and it came
Hmm.
to you advice to if they let me restart this, okay?
You're
If someone had just
good.
started their alopecia journey and it came to you for advice, what would you tell them, or how would you try to assist them?
Oh, that's a good question. If a person started their alopecia journey, like going public with their story,
Mm-hmm.
first I would tell them, I'm so proud of you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so proud of you. That's a major step. Congratulations. Um, Also know that when you release your story, do it when you're ready. Don't let people pressure you. There's a community of people out here who are waiting to support you, love on you, also get connected to alopecia support groups. There are support groups in a lot of areas throughout the country, and I'm not sure if there's any. I'm sure that there are some across the world, just depending on where a person is residing.
Right.
But I would definitely tell them to connect with us online because we are more than willing to help you, to support you. Yeah, but that first step is everything.
Yeah, I'm available 24/7.
Right?
24/7. But yeah, that's great. That's probably what I would tell somebody too. You didn't skip a beat on there. First of all, saying I'm proud of you is probably that warmed my heart. Like I felt like you was proud of me. I'm like, oh, you're proud of me
Oh, I'm very proud of you. I'm proud of everybody.
too. I felt real sincere. That's all I'm trying to say. And yeah, I appreciate that. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if you could describe your alopecia journey in one sentence, how would you do it?
Mm. Um,
Yeah, take your time. That ain't an easy one. That ain't.
I would say transformational.
Mm, okay.
Transformational. When I first got diagnosed, I didn't understand anything that was happening. I was too young to remember it. But once I started going through grade school and realizing what was actually happening, I didn't know how I was going to get through the rest of my life, and just year by year, it was a lot of stress watching my hair fall and grow back uncontrollably. Um, and I didn't even think that I would make it through high school
Mm,
because of the way people treated me, but I'm grateful that God got me through that.
amen.
And even through college, and even dealing with cyberbullying.
Mm,
But it's all, everything happens for a reason.
mm,
When I first went public, I was 25 years old and I didn't know how things were going to unfold from that point.
mm-hmm. Leap of faith.
Absolutely, it's a
Mm-hmm.
leap of faith, and my mom has always taught me from day one to be confident and comfortable in my skin.
Mm-hmm.
So of course, my confidence comes from God and my mom,
Mm-hmm.
just encouraging me along the way. And once I started receiving this overwhelming amount of love and support, I knew everything was going to be okay. My mom told me that she always thought that I was a butterfly. She always
Mm-hmm.
looked at me as a butterfly.
You know, that's what I was just thinking. I was thinking like in the cocoon, and then finally at 25, turn into the butterfly. I was literally just thinking that.
Is it
It's,
like that's incredible?
it is. Wow.
Yeah,
Shout out to moms.
I love her, and then hopefully you're able to meet her one day.
Oh yeah, when y'all come down to Georgia for sure. You going to
Yeah.
Pascal's for sure. We there.
Oh yeah, I got to tell her about that because Pascal's we in there.
Yeah. Yeah. So do you feel like alopecia made you stronger or change your life for the better? Well, yeah, change your life for the better.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I wouldn't be who I am today if it weren't for these experiences. Um, I felt like all the tools that I've learned, especially being a self-taught makeup artist, I wouldn't have known what I've been taught had it not been for this condition. Going through hair loss is humbling. It really is. The strength that has come out of this is amazing. For many years, I cried about it because I didn't understand why I was going through it.
Mm,
Like, why do I have to put up or not put up, but why do I have to deal with this? Why are people treating me this way? I don't get it. But God had a bigger plan that I couldn't see at the time.
mm,
I didn't know that he was going to use me to be an inspiration for others in the hair loss community and also change the way people see beauty
mm.
because beauty is not one dimensional.
It's
A
not.
lot of people look at women and they think we're supposed to have this particular look to us,
Mm-hmm.
especially as a black woman. Like, no, we all come from different walks of life. Um, but yeah, alopecia has definitely made me a better person. I'm humbled by all of this, and I'm grateful for the lessons, the the strength, support, and I'm able to help someone else overcome their journey.
Yes, amen. That is amazing. That's the goal. Just to help somebody else, at least one person.
Hmm.
At least one.
That's right. And I've been taught that it's not what you go through, but how you go through it.
Right.
It's tough, but
It is. It is because like you can go through a lot. You can either let it consume you, or
mhm,
you can evolve through it. Just
right.
like a plant growing in a, let's say a desert that needs a lot of water. But it's gonna defeat adversity, or it's gonna dry up. I mean,
Oh, that's a good way to look at it.
I just thought of it. That was not written down. Yeah, is it gonna try to find some water, or is it gonna dry up?
Hmm.
So I know you mentioned like past relationships, they didn't really see eye to eye with you or understand alopecia. Did they even try to understand like alopecia, or did they just like, oh, this is what it is? Okay.
I felt like he tried to understand for a little while.
Mm,
When this was, I think this was what, 2014?
mm,
Yeah, so we were together for less than a year.
mm,
And when we first got together, he told me, or he asked a question, after I went to visit him and his family. He called me on one particular night and he He said, I was just, reflecting on what you told me about your alopecia and stuff and how you wear wigs. He said, could you take it off? At that point, I thought, this is what I thought at the
Mm,
time. I thought he was attacking me
mm,
because I'm like, I'm not ready. Like, I almost started crying. I said, I'm not ready for that. Like, I'm not comfortable. This is my first relationship ever.
mm.
So it's really tough for me to just remove this right now. And he didn't force me. And he was very receptive, understanding to what I was communicating. And he said, I was just asking. He said, I wasn't trying to make you cry or anything. Um, but yeah, like him and his family, we they were supportive of me for a little while. Long story short, some things happened and the relationship ended by the end of that year. We were on a family trip with his family, and I remember taking off my wig in the bathroom like I was just doing some makeup and stuff, trying to get ready. He embraced me, but after we got home, um, we had went a while without speaking to each other. Next thing you know, he broke up with me. I'm not going to talk about the situation, but what I will say is that he told me by the time I chose to be vulnerable with him about my alopecia, that it was too late.
So now I'm on your time.
Yep, that's exactly what he said by the time you chose to be vulnerable with me and my family, it was too late.
Be not even a year in.
Exactly. And it's like, why would you place a time stipulation on when I should reveal this?
Right.
And I mean, it doesn't matter if we've been together for 6 months or however long. Um, if this is your first time dealing with someone or
Right.
dating someone who has alopecia, the best you can do is support them
Right.
and be patient because this is a lot to take in,
Yeah. But he wasn't.
So
He wasn't.
yeah,
Wow. Wow. And are you currently like dating now, or are you just single as a Pringle?
I'm single as a Pringle.
I feel that. I feel that. Yeah. So, do
Yeah.
you see yourself, dating soon?
Honestly, I do.
Okay.
I
How could you see
do.
that going? Like, what do you feel like? That's a good question. Um, like, what are you looking for in the person to understand you? Like, what questions are you looking for, or what kind of actions are you looking at to see how they maneuver? What you be having alopecia?
I'm looking at compassion,
Mm-hmm.
empathy, sympathy,
Mm-hmm.
great communication skills. Someone who's not trying to change me, someone who is not jealous of me, because I have dealt with that in the relationship also.
Mm-hmm.
Um, whenever I would come around our mutual friends, people are very happy to see me.
Right.
I don't do certain things to try to win people over. I'm just being myself. When you got that light, you just got it.
Got it. Yeah.
So, um, but yeah, he was very jealous of me when I would come around our friends and people would ask about me, like, "Where's Ebony? And when was last time you talked to her? And this and this and this." And he would just, act a certain way. Yeah, so that's a major red flag to me. If you are
Jealous
jealous
of
of,
your woman is insane.
that is crazy work because
What? What?
like, what is this?
I'm not. I can't. I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna say too much. I ain't gonna say too much. I can't. I can't. Not on the
I
recorded
mean,
line.
yeah, and then I'm trying not to say much either. I think I'm gonna stop right there
Yeah,
because
yeah,
some
yeah.
more stuff happened, and I don't want to get too deep. But yeah, I could tell he was very jealous of me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's sad because if you're with somebody, you would want them to
Right.
um have that love and support.
Right.
and this is before I went public with my story. So, um, a lot of people thought that because I have hair loss that it would stop everything. That's that was the mindset though of a lot of people I knew back then. But yeah, it was crazy work.
Yeah, no. What you told me, crazy, insane work. Insane. Bro, what? I can't imagine
No,
being jealous of my own woman. That's crazy.
and he even tried to come back.
Nah, bro.
No,
Nah, I can't even do it.
no. But after I went public, he reached out to me, basically trying to get together again. I said, absolutely
I
not.
thought it was too late. I thought it was too late. You told you gotta think about this though. You told your
Hmm.
whole family. Yeah, she didn't I can't. We gotta change this. People I keep trying cause dude he's making me mad. I don't even know him.
Thank you. Thank you. Like,
Like, come
okay,
on, bro.
I would stop right there because I'm low key getting mad just thinking about the situation because I'm like, I'm good now. I'm
Yeah.
healed from everything, but like, it's just crazy work. Like the way that he was acting and just the stuff he said to me post breakup, like mm-mm.
Outside of alopecia, like yeah, like you're wrong.
Right.
Yeah, outside of alopecia, like you're wrong, bro.
Like 100% wrong.
Hmm.
No, but I'm good. And he moved on with his life, pray all is well and just don't contact me.
Yeah, let's just leave it at that.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. You can watch from a distance. Like I say, I love you from a distance. You know.
Right.
Hmm. You got it. You got it.
Right, you got
Um.
it.
Hmm. But yeah, I don't have any more questions. But I am gonna text you your the thumbnail. Just let me know if you like it or not. I could change it
Okay.
up if need be. But yeah, pretty much concludes our interview. Unless you had any more questions.
Wow. Okay. I don't think I have any more questions.
All right. Well, do you have like a YouTube or anything like that? Cause I once I post the video, I can at you in the YouTube video. So like, if somebody was to click on your link, it'll take you to your channel. If you had that, if not, I can just put your name.
Okay, yeah. I have a YouTube channel. It is
Hmm.
Ebony Jean.
Could you text it to me,
Yes.
please and
Let's
thank you.
see. You're welcome. Let's see.
You got any plans for the rest of the day?
Um, let's see, it's nice out. I think I'm gonna chill out for a little while longer until I go to church tonight.
Okay.
How about you?
Um, you do you know what Invincible is? The TV show.
I've heard of it.
So they drop them every Wednesday. I didn't watch it today, so I'm gonna
Hmm.
feed my kids and then watch Invincible. Just chill.
Oh, you have kids?
Yeah, I got two.
Oh, how old are they?
um, Milo is one. No, Milo's two. Mocha's three.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, that is beautiful.
yeah. My little babies, my sons.
Oh, I'm a great auntie over here.
I just want to let you. I'm talking about lizards, by the way.
Ah, oh, oh, sorry.
I don't got no kids. No, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it.
You were
Nah,
talking about like baby babies.
yeah, I'm talking about pets. Nah. I don't got no. Nah, I can't. Not yet. Not yet.
But
I want
no,
to have.
same
I
here.
want to have actual kids when I turn like 30, 28 ish. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
How old are you right now?
I'm 23, so
What?
yeah. How old
Oh
you think I
my.
was?
I don't know, but I mean, I kind of picked up at 20s a little bit, maybe
Uh,
a little older.
no, I'm 23. Just turned 23 last July.
Wow,
Yep.
that's incredible.
Yeah. So somebody told me they thought I was like 32 today. I had a meeting with one of my business partners. He was like, "Bro, I thought you was like 32 this whole time." I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "Bro,
Hmm.
you're just so mature." I'm like, "I just live life, bro. I don't know. I have no idea, bro. Like, I guess.
I was thinking maybe 27, 28
Mm,
already.
nah, not yet, not yet, not yet. Give me some time."
Okay.
But yeah. Yeah. Any more questions?
Um, I don't think so.
No. All right. Well, if you do, you can always just you got my email, you got my Instagram, so reach out to
Okay.
me there. Um, I'm available anytime. If you even if you need my phone number, you can call me if you need somebody to talk to. But
Okay.
yeah, I guess that concludes the interview. I had a great time speaking to you. I just want to say thank you for even taking this call with me. I know we had technical